construction, name it, construction project, properties in terms of buildings and whichever kind of construction projects they intend to develop. We have construction companies as well, and series of them are all over. Okay? The projects we have in Futa, maybe when you walk around, you can look at the profile boards. You see different company names there. So, series of construction companies, and as well you have a series of private US firms serving on those projects. And we have property development firms. Property development firms. You must have heard about the construction of housing estates. A number of our colleagues as well work there. So, in a way, let me stop on that as regards where you can work in the private sector. A number of other openings of opportunities are still available. She talked about working in the bank. Definitely, GT Homes, some people must have heard about that. You must have also heard about UBK having a property development and some of our people have been there. One just moved out recently. And as well, when some had privilege by the country, okay, when they want to build new facilities, they make use of the in-house staff. And on the international scene, which appears to be something a number of people, don't really know about. It's so interesting, but the foundation of it remains you knowing what you are doing. And if I can pick anything that connects all the speakers that have spoken today, even our moderator, is the fact that you need the skill, not just the head knowledge. You get that? All these talks of intelligence, talks of not just being academic. It's about you knowing what you are going to do, not just having the grade. I'll talk about that. The grade is good because it will present the first impression of you. Now you, when you are called, come and defend your grade, you should be able to defend the grade you are. If I have time, I will talk more about that. I'm still on the international scene, the opportunities that are available. A number of our colleagues are definitely out of the country, and even some opportunities are opening up. I am happy to say that I'm aware of a number of Nigerian quantity surveyors who are currently in Qatar, who are currently in UAE, and a number of them is in Australia, a number of them in Canada, and currently the UK as well included quantity surveying as one of the shortage occupations. What does that mean? Occupations that do not have enough professionals in that country. So what you need is to build your skill that can serve those territories. I tell you, if you have the skill, the opportunities are there, right? Not just lecturing, even in the practice in those countries. Okay, so I've mentioned opportunities in Qatar, opportunities in UAE, but one thing is, Qatar, UAE, some of them don't call it quantity surveying, but what they do is quantity surveying. When you say construction economics, when you say cost management, when you say project control officer, when you say procurement management, right? All these are embedded in quantity surveying, and the beautiful thing is, all the people that I know are serving in those places started their journey, majority of them here. Okay? So the key point I'm trying to make is, don't just think about when I graduate, I'm going to work in Nigeria. The world is now open to whoever understands how to penetrate those societies. And I pray the Lord will help us to get to where we desire in Jesus' name. Sorry, I'm not in church. That just came up. Okay? Let me move to a few things about the department. That's just, like a snapshot of the opportunities available. There are other discussions. Somebody might ask me, so how do I get to UK to get a job? Right? There are procedures just for you to look for more information. And if you make further, one-on-one talks, I have said, you can walk up to a number of your lecturers there. I'm just going to pick a few points and I will leave this place. Here I have this note which says, there's this feeling when people enter universities, right? Lecturers feel like their interest is just to, make sure they fail. I don't know, I think some of our students are here and they can testify, right? Yes, it is never the interest of any lecturer. There might be some, like we used to say, there might be some juniors among you. Permit me to say that, right? But I tell you, majority are not after you failing. And I would not want you to have the heart of, you're in the university, the lecturers, wicked people. Nobody is wicked. The beautiful thing is, if you work for it, you will get your grade. Did you hear what I said? Some departments, they will say, you can't have first class, they don't have first class. I tell you, if you work for first class, then you will have it. Who believe that? You don't. Okay? Some of the people are even expecting to signify. They've decided to keep quiet, right? If you work for it, you will have it. Should I shock you? Recently, I think we had up to 12 first-class students in this department. Surprising. I mean, single set. At a point as well, I know we've had 7, we've had 3, we've had 2, we've had 4 as well. What's the point I'm trying to make? Feel free. Just do your work. Get your grade. But we have been emphasizing not just the grade. Know the skill that you're supposed to acquire while working towards getting that grade. And that's one of the main challenges we have. People are always after submitting assignments, but the skills they are meant to acquire while attempting to submit the assignment, they always run away from it. Right? Some people, maybe some of them are here, and maybe they are not here today. They registered at special centers. They had A's, right? Secondary school. And they are here. Maybe they are not here. They are in the other department. I mean, what's the point I'm trying to make? The knowledge of physics you're supposed to have, you don't have. But the grade you have. Is that true? The people in that category, that is it. Some as well still come with that mentality. You feel okay, just give somebody to do. Or just drop one assignment. Or copy. Like people used to say. And just submit. Exam, Amakawe from should be 45 in the pass mark. Amani. You will do the 45. You will run through, you will finish. At the end of the day, then, like what she mentioned, it's a problem in the society. You graduate and you now look at yourself. What can I actually offer? I have friends who after graduation had to come back. They did the same thing she talked about, right? They had to come back. They started learning. But it's so beautiful for people to understand that when you miss road, retrace your steps, and of course now start the journey afresh. But it will always be better if you can get it right from the start. Is that true? Do you agree with that? Okay, and that's the purpose of this particular event, the program we are having here. Yeah, she talked about social. I'm not going to talk about that. The very statement I wrote there, interestingly, we talk about that. You are a student before any other engagement you can think about. Some will get occupied by societal responsibilities. Some will get occupied by, fellowship responsibilities. I'm a Christian. Of course, we are all. High hand. Let me talk about a number of people, right? And we serve in different capacities by God's grace. But you always remember, if you are no longer a full student, no fellowship, student fellowship, recognize you. So know where you belong and know how you balance things up. Yeah, pass through school and let school pass through you. But know something. There is always a limit to everything. Know when to be available, know when to be when not to be available, when to excuse yourself. Don't be deceived. This is one thing as well that makes people think, oh, school is a very beautiful thing. School. Even those that didn't go to school, they are still making it. It is very possible, but you know it will be sweeter. If you go to school, you have a good grade, and you still make it in life. Isn't that sweet? It's a very sweet thing, and it is possible. And one thing, I mentioned international scene, and some will say your certificates are not recognized. I just look at them. How come? Why is it the people that have not been there that will be telling you your certificates are not recognized outside? Right? A number of people here definitely have done programs outside the country. It is still full certificates. So what are they talking about? Okay? The only difference is if you are going to operate in a different society, you need to understand what is operating in that society. And there is, the need for you to show evidence that indeed you understand. So alongside your full certificate, sometimes you might have to do some short courses. Okay? So I'm just trying to, demystify this concept of Nigerian certificate is useless. In Nigeria, outside the country as well, we still not to recognize it. That's why I'm bringing that up. Please, you are here for a purpose. Be devoted, get a good grade, and of course, plan to explore some of the options we have highlighted. Okay, I've made this point. If you work for a first class, you will have it. And when you have it, this is the addition. If you know what to do with it, you will be alright. If you have it, if you know what to do with it, you will be alright. If you have your 2-1 and you have the knowledge that a 2-1 student is supposed to have, if you know what to do with it, you will be alright. Let's keep it there. I think my time should be up now. Maybe the last 2 points for now. Take assignments as serious as exams. Do you get that? One big mistake people make. Lasoniama submit, we will read for the exam. Forget it though, it's not just assignment. The assignment you are being given is not just a jamboree. It's for a purpose, either for you to learn a skill or for you to build your grade. Okay, so take assignments as serious as exams, and as well, you made a very good point there. The word we have, build your digital knowledge. Build your digital knowledge. And permit me to say, school might not offer you that which you need to be so sound in this aspect, especially at this point in time. But of course, you don't submit to the inadequacies of the system. Whatever you can do outside what the school is offering, please do. Build your digital knowledge. Build your digital knowledge. We can't finish the talk here. I think that's just the little I can, deliver within the time given to me. Thank you very much.
I'm just going to say this.